From 1665 to 1666, England was struck by the Great Plague. During this time, schools sent their students home to wait out the outbreak, and among these students was Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, the genius, used to study at Cambridge, and during his private studies in quarantine, he made great developments in theories on calculus, optics, and law of gravitation at home. He computed the area of hyperbola at Boothby in Lincolnshire using his method of infinite series. He also bought a few prisms and experimented with them using his bedroom window, beginning his work on his theory of optics. Speaking of windows, right outside Isaac's bedroom was an apple tree. Yes, the famous apple tree. During his quarantine, after seeing an apple fall from that tree, Isaac was inspired to develop his theory of gravitation. This year-long time is considered as Isaac Newton's
Annus Mirabilis, Latin.
Annus Mirabilis, or a Year of Wonders. 350 years later, coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 spread across the world, growing into an ongoing pandemic. During this time, all the schools in India were shut down, and among these schools was the high-tech DU, India's most liked, peaceful, study-oriented college. Among its happy students was Shridhar, who had all the time, scope, and opportunities to do something productive, but he chose to do something else. And welcome to Shridhar's quarantine. Starting was very normal. I made a Batman logo, learned how to play uke, cooked, exercised, and did normal trick shots. But then things got weird. Shivika and I decided to make a Domino's pizza at home and did this. We bet on who can fit the most grapes in his or her mouth. Obviously, I won. I spent time with my family, got annoyed with my cousin, so fed him a Hershey's filled with spices. He puked it out and hated me with all his heart. And just look how happy we were after this. Then Manya texted me that she's sad that all the DU fests got cancelled. I replied with a, I have an idea. I spent 3 days learning her favorite songs and set up a stage at home and gave her a FaceTime concert that she deserved. Oh, I also shared nachos with Ishita. Sharing is caring. Then Lakshay and I did a staring contest on Instagram Live, and I thought, what if we invite not two, not four, but 16 people in a staring tournament? Then for my other best friend's birthday, I set up 5 devices in one room and Zoom called her. Later she told me that it wasn't her birthday, so for her actual birthday I did a Zoom theme party where I dressed up as a traveler, tennis player, DJ, pilot, Jumanji guy, swimmer, airport worker, miner, and an astronaut. But later on she told me that it still wasn't her birthday. Anyway, then to support BJP, I wrote a song called Good Things BJP is Doing for Migrant Workers. Then I went for walks with a mask on and started waving at strangers as if I knew them. It was hilarious. Then I thought, what if I organize a rock paper scissors tournament for a cash prize of 5 rupees with 24 people and some small sponsors? Fun time. Then I challenged myself to memorize a Spanish song in 24 hours and play it on uke. And I did it. Then I started missing theaters and thought, what if I create my own theater via Zoom? I invited strangers and told them to list their most and least favorite movie, and then we'll generate a random number and watch that movie. That night, strangers from 8 different countries watched Fault in Our Stars. Then I learned how to make Instagram filters and made not one, but 2 filters with over 20,000 users. Flex. Then I read that just 1% of the population is ambidextrous and decided to train myself to become one in 1/10 of the average time. Here are the results. Then I read an article about plus size models and thought, what if I'm a brand ambassador of a fitness firm? I emailed 20 companies and pitched them the idea, and one of them replied with a yes. And I also got my own promo code. And finally, I asked my friends to react to some prompts for my Kasoor video, ended up creating a viral joke, and we ended up on Pratik Ward's YouTube and Instagram. And then I thought it's high time that I take a break from all the stupid stuff. And folks, that's how you completely waste extremely crucial 6 months of your life. Fuck.